What an occasion it was! It was the most exciting day to experience, and those are surely the only sufficient words to describe the recent debating event between Matero Boys Secondary School and St. Monica's Girls' School. This was a debate called upon from St. Monica's, who asked the Matero Boys team to travel to their school for a clash of wits. The event took place on the 29th of February 2024 and it commenced at 14 hours. Matero Boys Secondary School had departed at 12:50, where they were met with a thunderous welcome, and they were sent to the waiting room for the auditorium's preparations for the Clash of Champions. The chair greeted everybody in the auditorium, and special messages were also sent from the deputy headmistress of St. Monica's Girls' School. We were given the division of roles of chairperson, timekeeper, door bouncer, and unveiled to the judges and our special guest at the event, Dream, who are a company that helps in educating children at all levels. This was really an auspicious day, an event to remember, and something that was a spark to the start of debating at all levels.
Followed by Zuelaji Nalungwe. Followed by Mr. Kello Mwanza. Last but not the least, Blessing Guduza. So as I proceed with the rules, the timekeeper, please be reminded to pause the time each time an interjection has been allowed. So the first speaker and the summarizer are not to be interjected.
The junior debate began at 14 hours exactly, and it was just so spectacular to witness. The two teams debated against the motion, AI, artificial intelligence, poses a danger to humanity. The proposing Matero Boys Secondary School panel consisted of Elijah Law, Gabriel Banda, Ilwe Zulu, and Lazarus Molonga, whereas the opposing St. Monica's panel consisted of Amina No, Zebelanji Nalungwe, Musekelo Mwanza, and Blessings Guduza. All was said and done, and the debate began swiftly. Here we see Miss Amina No, who, with her confidence and bravado for a junior debater, showed that she has potential to reach greater heights in the debating world.
An era of study concerned making computers copy intelligent human behavior. Humanity. Page number 729. Humanity. People in general, crime against humans, the state of being a person rather than a god, an animal or a machine, made a good Samaritan do as wise. I say no due to
experience. The junior panels both spoke with conviction and class. Elijah Law broke the ice for Matero Boys and the debate, and although at first he may have struggled to find his words, he would calmly finish his debate and be cheered for his end. The St. Monica's team was well prepared and well informed of the motion.
Good afternoon, girls and boys. My name is Gabriel Banda, and I've come to articulate what cannot be articulated by the articulator. Before I go, I would like to notice the presence of the following people. To the chairperson, I salute. To the judge, I bow. To the timekeeper, TikTok.
Courage, zeal. These are the skills a real debater carries with them onto stage. But only
the current speaker and the previous one you just saw were the second and third speakers of Matero Boys Secondary School, those being Gabriel Banda and Ilwe Zulu, who both also spoke with eloquence and class, delivering the most convincing of arguments.
Now it would be unwise for me to continue without acknowledging the presence of these following dignitaries. To the chairpersons, I salute. To the judges, I bow. To the timekeeper, I salute. May I simply say, all protocols highly observed. Bouncing back to the motion, why am I saying yes? This is posing a danger. Because number one, AI has proven that it has poor judgment. Autonomous weapons by AI.
Let it be known to all that these junior debaters are merely grade 8s and grade 9s.
Human influence in
Point of interjection. Interjection allowed. out whatever he's saying. If I may ask you, where did you get that? Didn't you research?
Isn't it?
So this simply shows that artificial intelligence has not cultivated.
These were merely one of many few interjections and exciting snaps and pops from the crowd, but Matero boys were ready to defend.
We were doing research even before AI was made. There are things called books and newspapers. I could have used that as well.
That who you saw interjecting was none other than Miss Blessings Guduza, who was the summarizer for St.
According to this motion, which states, and I quote, artificial intelligence poses a danger to humanity. End of quotation. It will be indeed unwise of me to proceed without recognizing the most important officials of this auditorium. But due to time, I'll just say.
Miss Blessings Guduza had the most abrasive stand in this debate of all the juniors, interjecting and defending at any opportunity she saw fit to. She gave a very well-organized debate that certainly left a lasting impression on the judges and the audience.
Advancement in healthcare, and I quote, artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize health.
A
wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something.
They're handing us that very rather interesting preamble to his debate was none other than the summarizer of the mighty Matero.
But there are some people who actually think who want to wait and live on it. What is the earth? Because these things, as she said, they can destroy you. Anyone wants to interject? Oh, I forgot to summarize.
Hope you are getting is no stranger for Mr. Lazarus as a summarizer, as he has had work before in the past. In the Chairmanate competition of 2023 with House 7, he was the champion and best speaker amongst all. This is just a clip of him doing what he does best in the Chairmanate competition.
Fear of them. You find that when a teacher is punishing a pupil,
has done more harm than good. But before I go any further, allow me to acknowledge the presence of the judges, the chairperson, the timekeeper, members of the auditorium. May I simply say, what protocol?
The senior debate began shortly after the junior debate under the motion, sex education in schools has done more harm than good. The opposing Matero Boys panel consisted of Timoni Cassidy, Miss Pascazwe, Pilani Mwale, and James Richards Lungu. The proposing St. Monica's panel consisted of Iwalanji Chirwa, Felicity B. Badibanga, Mercy Nyirenda, who is giving us this insightful interjection right now, and Lute Banda.
That she has learned about family planning before the age of 18. Allow me to pose a question. Is it better to avoid teenage pregnancies than have teens pregnant?
point of interjection allowed.
As I had earlier stated, the St. Monica's team came ready with interjections for the entire room to feast on. And this right here, Miss Messi, doing what she does best again. Some would call her the senior version of Miss Blessings Gudoza. But once again I state, Matero boys were ready for any hurdle set in front of them.
Point of defense
Here we
allowed.
see Pilani Mwale.
I heard what she said, but I did not hear how it related to the point that I stated. Is that a rebuttal or just a waste of time? I wonder.
Causing the rates of unwanted pregnancies and sexually transmitted diseases to increase. Over the past years, we have all been told about sex education. But even though they have introduced what they...
The St. Monica's panel had conviction, class, eloquence, diction, confidence, and knowledge for all in the auditorium, so it was only fitting that the Matero Boys panel equally had the same metrics to back them up in this debate. The St. Monica's girls had given us the most interesting points of view and informative discussions, presentations, and interjections we could have gotten from them.
When you give me a condom, you expect me to use and to show that I'm indeed a modified speaker who doesn't speak from without, but within the boundaries of this debate. May a good moderator pass this evidence over to the judges. That is showing.
I now call upon the summarizer from the opposing side, no other than James Richard Lungu.
And then it was time for the summarizer of Matero Boys, Mr. James Richards Lungo, who lit up the room delivering the most well-articulated and driven summary for the Matero Boys team. And as an added plus, he managed to also win the favor and hearts of most of all the females in the audience, delivering some witty lines to quote himself. In layman's terms, we might as well just say, the boys cooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin my debate by posing a question. Who can confidently stand and want to subject girls to depression? Who can confidently stand and want to subject girls to mental disorders? Silence, just as I anticipated. Members of the House, it was highlighted by my very current speaker that sex education educates people against things.
It was a spectacle to witness and an experience of the best of wits. They had given us a heated and intellectual debate to surely not forget anytime soon.
Allow me to pose yet another question. Why then would you stand and propose to say something that stops girls from being exposed to mental disorders? Why would you stand and propose to a motion that keeps our girls mentally healthy? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to transport you to India. Ladies and gentlemen, in India, sex education is a taboo. To show that I'm not a speaker that speaks from without but from within the transmitted diseases and the number of teenage pregnancies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is often said that there is no sweet without sweat. I have surely delivered the sweat to the sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is James Richard Lungu, and I rest my case.
Following this, we were all talked to by the judge, who shared inspirational stories on life, dreams, and staying motivated in debate. As at one point, she said there might even be a hosting of debating at national level. Soccer schools were challenged to rise to the occasion. We had special talks from our guests of dreams, a company based in educating and motivating children on multiple aspects of their lives. But all this was merely the last thing when anyone was thinking, just the judge announced that the results would be appended to her presentation. But before that, we were greeted with the best speakers from both debates. The junior debate had the second best speaker, Blessings Guduza, and the first best speaker, none other than Lazarus Mulunga. As for the senior debate, the second best speaker was none other than James Richards Dungu, and the first best speaker was handed swiftly to Mercy Nyirenda. Now it was the moment we had all been waiting for. While we had moments of weight and pressure building up, we were gifted with the announcement of the results. And to say the least, pressure was built, with the final scores of the junior debate having 155 to Matero Boys and 158 to St. Monica's, and a senior debate of 170 to Matero Boys and 169 to St. Monica's. These were the final scores. The teams will rehash and be back for even better debates next time. And for the news that breaks the schools, my press thanks you for